What's up, guys? Back at Thrill House of Terror. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. And I hope you guys are all I hope you guys had a good day, whatever it is you guys did. Tonight's video is going to be 5 scary bedtime stories. So yeah, I never told you guys 5 scary bedtime stories before, but this is my first time telling you guys some scary bedtime stories. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. And I am wearing my Goosebumps shirt because I just finished watching 8 episodes of Goosebumps before I started to film. So yeah, I did finish watching 8 Goosebumps episodes on my Netflix. But before I start this video, I am still excited for 1 year for my channel next week. So yeah, next week will be 1 year of my channel that I uploaded my first YouTube video. And even though these months went by so fast, I am really excited for 1 year of my channel next week. Even for all my other videos, I can't wait for them to be 1 year old, which is next week, and I'm really excited about it. About 1 year for my channel next week. And then next year will be 2 years for my channel. But anyway, I got something to drink for this video. I got me some Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. It doesn't taste that bad. So yeah, it don't taste that bad. Yep, it don't taste that bad. Even though I like the regular one. Okay, let's get started with the bedtime stories. Number 1. A little girl was scared to sleep in her bed one night because she had a feeling there was a monster in her closet. So yeah, she asked her mom if she could sleep with her and tell her a story. So yeah, her mom did tell her a story to try and help her get some sleep, but she slept with her parents because she was too scared to go to sleep in her room because she was afraid there was a monster hiding in her closet watching her sleep. But her parents said there's no such thing as monsters. Whenever I was a kid, I used to be afraid to sleep in my bedroom because I was afraid that there was a monster under my bed. So yeah, I slept with my parents whenever I was a kid because I was afraid there was a monster that was going to eat me hiding under my bed. But I'm not afraid of stuff under my bed, even though there's no such thing as bed monsters. But I only believe in ghosts, and Bigfoot, and Sasquatch. That's the only monsters I believe in. But anyway, the girl asked her mom if she can sleep with her and her father. So yeah, she told her a story. And she did sleep with her parents that night, and she finally fell asleep with her mom and dad. So yeah, the story did help her sleep, and it wasn't a scary story. It was a story about a princess. That's what her mother told her. That's the story that her mother told her that night. Sorry, I heard something outside. I'm getting scary vibes. But yeah, she fell asleep in her parents' bedroom. So yeah, she she still did not want to go back in her room because she had a feeling that there was a monster hiding in her closet watching her, which would be scary. So yeah, she did sleep with her parents that night, and her mother told her a story about a princess. Number two, there was two little boys who were having a sleepover at each other's house. And for some reason, they were too scared to sleep by themselves in the room. So they asked the parents if they could sleep in the living room, and they did not mind sleeping in the living room. The boys told each other a scary story. So yeah, they told each other some scary stories before they went to bed. But there's still nothing to be afraid of. So yeah, both of the boys slept in the living room that night. And they did not believe in monsters. So yeah, none of the boys believed in monsters hiding under the bed. Because there's no such thing as bed monsters. There's absolutely no such thing. And if you're a kid watching my channel, don't be afraid. There's no such thing as monsters. If you're watching my channel, if you don't want to watch this video, then just click off if you guys are too scared. But anyway, the two little boys had kind of had a camp out in the living room that night. Whenever they're too afraid to sleep in the upstairs bedroom, because they're afraid a monster was gonna get them. But no monster was gonna get them. So yeah, they had a camp out in the living room, and they ate some chips and had some drinks. But they just went to bed. But at least they weren't too afraid to fall asleep. So yeah, both of the boys got their sleep in the living room, but they were still having a camp out though. So yeah, they weren't afraid of their own stories that they're telling to each other. They weren't even afraid at all. So yeah, both of the boys got their sleep. Okay, number 3. 4 teenage girls were having a sleepover. They gathered around to tell some scary stories for bedtime. They told some scary monster stories. For some reason, one of the girls were scared to hear the stories that her friends were telling to each other. So she decided to just go to sleep because she was too afraid to hear the stories that her friends were telling to each other. And it was their bedtime. So yeah, they decide to just go to bed. They creep themselves out with their stories. So yeah, they kind of creep themselves out with their own scary stories. And the girl was already fast asleep on the couch, while the rest of the girls made a pallet on the floor. But they were not afraid to go to sleep that night. So yeah, there was nothing to be afraid of, because there was nothing that was gonna get them. But nothing was not gonna get these four girls, because these girls were brave. Well, I know they creeped themselves out with their scary bedtime stories. So yeah, the four girls were all fast asleep, and they weren't afraid of anything that night at, after sleepover. This Mountain Dew Zero Sugar is actually pretty tasty. Mm. Story number 4. There were two teenage boys who were planning on sleeping at each other's house. They planned on sleeping at each other's house, and for some reason, one of the boys were too scared to sleep all by himself. He was too scared to sleep by himself in the bedroom. He decided to just sleep in the living room because he was afraid there was something hiding under the bed. But his friend told him there's nothing to be scared. I will protect you, he said to his friend. So he slept in the living room with him that night because he did not want to sleep in the bedroom next to the bathroom. So yeah, he was too afraid to sleep by himself, but his friend slept with him in the living room that night. They both slept on the bed couch. So yeah, he slept right next to his friend, so he can protect him, and he did have a weapon with him. So yeah, he had a protective weapon with him in case something bad goes wrong. But unfortunately, nothing bad went wrong at their sleepover. So yeah, the boys fell asleep in the living room on the living room bed. So yeah, they both fell asleep, and they were still enjoying their sleepover. So yeah, the boys were fast asleep, and the boy was kinda not afraid anymore, but his friends still slept with him though that night. So yeah, the boys were already fast asleep. So yeah, they were fast asleep. Okay, hold on a second before I start the last story. Okay, story number 5. This is the last bedtime story for tonight. There were 3 girls who were planning on having a sleepover at each other's house. One night they told some ghost stories before their bedtime. They got around to tell ghost stories. They but they still weren't scared of nothing. They were not afraid of anything while they're telling their scary bedtime stories. I mean, ghost stories. The 3 girls also had some pizza because their parents ordered them some pizza for their sleepover. So yeah, they had some pizza while they're gathering around to tell ghost stories. They also turned off the lights. The living room was a little bit pitch black. I mean, it wasn't pitch black. They did have a night light on though. And they told their scary ghost stories. And before bedtime, they decided to eat one more slice of pizza. They all went to bed with a full tummy because they were full from their pizza that they ate. So yeah, the girls were not afraid of their stories. They weren't afraid of their ghost stories. Sorry everybody, my back is hurting a little bit because I'm sitting in my bed. So yeah, they decided to just go to bed because they're full from the pizza that they ate. So yeah, they were finished telling their ghost stories and they went to bed with a full tummy. They all managed to fall asleep. But I'm surprised one of them was not scared to sleep by herself. Because it was their bedtime and they were surprised that one of them weren't afraid to sleep by themselves. So yeah, the girls were already fast asleep. So yeah, all 3 of the girls were already fast asleep. Okay, I think I'm gonna put an end to it there. So that was 5 scary bedtime stories. have to just drink some more of my Mountain Dew before I end the video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these scary bedtime stories, and I hope I didn't scare you guys too much. But if you guys enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up and give this video a like. And subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already, so you guys don't miss a new video I put out every single week. And, yep. That is pretty much it for tonight's scary video. Oh, right. I think I should be going right now. So, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. And as always, stay spooky. Peace.